I am the ghost of Dmitri Mendeleev. Wait, what? You don't know me? I made the original periodic table. I based it on atomic mass. I made it of electrons and neutrons and protons, and it was all the atomic mass. And then Moseley came, and he messed everything up.
Shut off! You may have been first, but I modernized your silly table. I organized the elements by atomic number and separated them by properties into families and periods. A period is a horizontal row on the table, and a family is a vertical column on the table.
I am not a ghost. I am a random scientist. The periodic table is separated into metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. Let's talk about the families on the modern periodic table.
I'm another random scientist, and I'm going to be telling you about alkali metals. Alkali metals are the first family on the periodic table. They're the most reactive family. They have one electron on the outer level, and they're soft and silvery metals. Hydrogen is not a member, even though it is still on the column.
I'm Moseley, and I'm here to tell you about alkaline earth metals. There are 2 electrons in the outer level, and they're less reactive than the alkali metals. They don't join with other elements as easily.
I'm Mendeleev, and I'm back. She can't shove me off. Well, transition metals are pretty cool. Less reactive than the last groups, and they're really good conductors of heat and electricity, and they have 1 or 2 electrons in the outer level.
The next one is rare earth metals. Rare earth metals are silver, white, and gray. Lanthanides are silver and reactive, and anthonides are radioactive and unstable. Rare earth metals are below the table to fit on one page.
The boron group, 1 is a metalloid, the rest are metals. They have 3 valence electrons in the outer level.
The next family is the carbon family. The carbon family has 4 electrons in their outer shell. They have metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. And carbon is necessary for building living things.
The next group is the nitrogen group. The nitrogen group has 5 electrons in its outer shell, and it contains metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. The nitrogen group are solids at room temperature except for nitrogen, and nitrogen takes up 80% of the air we breathe.
The oxygen group, there are 6 electrons in the outer level, and oxygen takes up 20% of the air we breathe. And air is important to all living things, so we need oxygen.
Halogens have 7 electrons in their outer shell. They're all nonmetals, and they're very reactive. When chlorine combines with sodium from alkali metals, we get salt.
The last group is noble gases. Noble gases exist as gases, and they are nonmetals. There are 8 electrons in the outer shell, which is full. Helium only has 2 electrons, which is also full for helium. They're non-reactive with other elements.
Now that we know all the families of the periodic table, now let's talk about the atomic structure. Atoms are mostly empty space. They contain a small, dense nucleus. Protons are positive and neutrons are neutral, and they are located in the nucleus. Electrons are negative, and they are located within electron clouds outside the nucleus.
In a Bohr model, the first level has 2 electrons, the second level has 8 electrons, the third one has 18, and the fourth has 32.
Thanks for tuning in to our Spooktacular special starring the ghost of Mendeleev and the ghost of Moseley. Even sort of.
Moseley.